sugarcane, pillar, sugarcane, brick wall, sugarcane, pillar, sugarcane, brick wall. Please, no one remix that. That won't be a particularly good song. Sugarcane, pillar, sugarcane, brick wall, sugarcane, pillar, sugarcane, brick wall, sugarcane, pillar, sugarcane, brick wall. Here we go. Here it comes. Sugarcane, pillar, sugarcane, brick wall, sugarcane, pillar, sugarcane, brick wall, sugarcane, pillar, sugarcane, brick wall, sugarcane, pillar, sugarcane, sugarcane, pillar, sugarcane, brick wall, sugarcane, pillar, sugarcane, brick wall, sugarcane, pillar, sugarcane, brick wall. All of the sugarcane. There we go. Bows and hose. Bows and hose. Sugarcane there. Sugarcane there. Feels good. Bows and hose. Bows and hose. Sugarcane there. Sugarcane there. Bows and hose. Bows and hose. This has been Mumbo, and I'm out. Yeah.
Woo! All right. More or less, I have it figured out. Give me a second. I actually wanted to just quickly grab a song that will get you preoccupied before I can actually start streaming properly. Wanted to, yeah, grab just one more window out of the browser, and I got some actual tunes lined up for us. Not just Mamba Jamba trying to sing, except not trying to sing at all. So yeah, welcome to the stream, guys. Really happy to see you, like all of you in here. I'll have to make this tiny bit quiet because I cannot hear myself at the moment. Yeah, now I can. Yeah, hi. How was my day? I'm doing fine, Wilson. Thank you so much for asking. I am currently franchise. We decided to marathon all of the Harry Potter, just for giggles, mostly for giggles though. So yeah, that's what we've been doing today. I decided to get myself a bit of a whatchamacallit, what is it called? A bit of rest. Yeah, basically give myself quite some quite some a weekend, basically to relax and have myself a rest, really. And that's why everything's been happening. Yeah, how you doing, guys? How you enjoying your International Women's Day? I know that's like I supposedly fixed it. I supposedly fixed it properly. I don't know. Skipped frame detector a few seconds ago. Well, okay, fine. Just jeez. Yes. Is anyone having the webcam? It's not a webcam lag. It's actually like overall lag. Like it's not webcam that is being set on fire. Everything is being set on fire. The problem being that I was watching my own stream basically on two services at the same time, so internet had a bit of a hiccup, really. But yeah, not my site pings 12 downloads. Yeah, I just told you it's been fixed, but it's been a problem for a moment there. Yeah, regardless, hopefully we'll still receive some viewage from the mixer.com. I have just closed the window for the mixer.com. Truth be told, it kept skipped frames, more like skipped minutes. Wow, that sounds at like if there was two of them. Absolute forever since I've done. Yeah, thanks, Wilson. I'm glad you enjoy my videos. I am really hopeful that you will keep enjoying them. I worked really hard on those. And truth be told, I worked really hard on like the last one, the one with Decidedly Vanilla. I'm so proud of that little thing. So proud of the last Decidedly Vanilla episode. Probably more than I should be. Like Ogi is one of those people who builds just ginormous. I don't know why the lag, guys. There shouldn't be any. There shouldn't be any, and I am confused. I'm confused. I'm honestly confused. Everything should be fine on my side. If there's some lag, It should be a problem. Yeah, Raul, thank you for the sub. Yeah, I appreciate it. It should be on my side. I honestly, like, I swear, if anything is like dropping frames or like just lag, this is basically, trust me, it's not that great. So yeah, that has to be a problem. Yeah, I'll figure it out later or like sometime, someday. In the meantime, let me tweet out that I have started streaming, in fact. YouTube, why are you trying to show me my own stream? YouTube, are you drunk today? You know what, it's good. I'm disabling the YouTube tab too. Probably a problem with my Firefox. But yeah, I've started this stream. Come hang out! Yeah, come hang out. That sounds like fun, right? People love to come and they love to hang out, so those two things together must just... Let's see. Anyway, we have things to draw, people to kill, things to draw, so let's do precisely that. Whee! Okay, everything's walking fine. Get on with this, Zoe, really. Pum pum pum. Pum 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 pum. And for the fancy of it, we will also go to this layer and steal the reference picture from it. Yoink! There we go. And boop! There we go. Now we can have the... But no, that's wrong there. There we go. And this one we shall delete. Okay, how are you doing, guys, today? Once again, my wife and I have been watching, rewatching Harry Potter, and truth be told, I wasn't given that movie series enough credit. Because now rewatching the first movie, I find it much more interesting and much more detailed. Considering that I'm like way older. Last time I watched Harry Potter, I was way younger, and the first one at the very least. And I didn't find it too interesting. It was tiny bit too obvious and too like too shallow even for my taste, because I was a pretentious teenager. So yeah, it looks so young. Who do you mean? But yeah, I don't want to say that I found some kind of a new type of love for that movie, but it's okay. It's just I haven't given it enough credit. I still managed to basically like take a stab at it, and a pretty big one, the one that my wife even agreed with in the very end, when I realized that if Harry Potter didn't come to the chamber, not to the Chamber of Secrets, but, you know, to the Philosopher's Stone hiding room, Voldemort would be just stuck in it. Meaning that he would have been captured anyway, so the guy didn't really do much. Like, in the grand scheme of things, if he wasn't involved, everything would play out precisely the same, except probably Voldemort would be defeated in a tiny bit different way by someone with an actual wand and moderately competent at spell casting, and not just a child who randomly sets people on fire when they touch him. I still have a pretty big beef with like first movie, especially if you take the second one into the picture. The second movie is that they are talking about like Muggle-borns, Muggle-born mages and that kind of stuff. I started 30 minutes earlier because I had the time, basically. That's the only reason, really, and I couldn't wait to stream already. Like that's the basic reasons. Not a Harry Potter fan. I wouldn't say that I'm not a fan, because hey, I am still rewatching the movies after this while. It's just that I know, I find some of the moments frustrating. The first movie frustrates me specifically because it feels like the entire moral is, hey, be the chosen one, dude. That's like the best part. Everything in your life is gonna play out just fine if your parents are okay. Because that's essentially the moral of the first movie. They even imply that the only reason Harry is good at Quidditch is because his dad was good at Quidditch when he was in high school. So they leave this kid with like no like accomplishments of his own in the first movie. Because in the first movie they're like, oh, you're good at Quidditch, well that's because your dad was good at Quidditch. Don't worry, Harry, it's like, it's not your accomplishment at all, it's not something you did. It's actually because you're the son of your dad, which is not something you had any influence on, so yeah. And then he defeats Lord Voldemort, and they're like, oh, it's because it's because your mom has loved you, and because of that you have defeated him basically on accident. And he's like, okay, I guess I really have done nothing really of my own. And they're like, yeah, precisely that. So yeah, Star Wars Tulpa is an absolute mess, and I don't even want to get into Star Wars. But yeah, that's the first movie for the Harry Potter. But it gets even more insulting when you consider that the entire moral of the second movie is that it's not who you were born as, it's what you do with your life. Which goes completely, like, precisely in a different direction. It's like, in the first movie it's like, no, as long as your parents are cool, you'll be fine in life. And the second movie is like, no, it's not because you were born and you were thrust with the powers of Lord Voldemort. It's what you do with those powers, Harry. Like, and Harry's left. Okay, so I'm the chosen one, and that's good because my parents were good. But it's not bad that I was also beaten in the scar by Lord Voldemort at birth, even though. So it doesn't matter that I'm the chosen one because I was born as the chosen one, but at the same time it doesn't matter what I do with my life because I'm already the chosen one. So, and both morals are essentially delivered by the same person, by Dumbledore, even played still by the same actor. So it's like, okay, Dumbledore, like, will you kind of make up your freaking mind? Obviously, I'm more of a, like... I'm more of a, whatchamacallit, I'm more of a... Doesn't matter who, like, nurture versus nature guy. I'm way for the, like, nurture. And truth be told, Harry Potter has not been nurtured at all. We had a lengthy conversation with my wife about the fact that the child who's been treated through his entire life till 11th year, the way Harry Potter has been treated by the Dursleys, probably wouldn't grow up into the Harry Potter that we know and love. Well, mostly know. And I was arguing that he would be either more of a mop, that everyone like would be wiping the floor with him through his entire life, for the rest of his life, because of how badly he was treated by the Dursleys. And she was arguing that he was more believable in a book because he actually grew up. Basically, he had defense mechanisms. He grew up with defense mechanisms, so he actually was a bit of a poison tongue, a bit of a, a bit of a sass master. So he had his coping mechanisms for his life with the Dursleys. It's just that the first movie really makes it look like he's been treated really badly by the uncle and the aunt. So, like, his living conditions are terrible. They're just terrible people in general. So, yeah. That was basically my argument. That okay, this this child should have way more issues, just psychologically. And she was like, yeah, he probably should. But overall, we basically, yeah. Once again, I was not given, like, through my entire life, I was given basically that point that, oh, Harry Potter doesn't even do anything really in this particular book, in this particular movie. I haven't read the books actually. He's just he basically can be replaced with a brick, and the outcome would be precisely the same. Hi Ben. But at the same time, now that upon rewatch, yeah, I can see how they probably would have. How it's actually like there are things that Harry Potter has accomplished himself. So you couldn't replace him with a brick anymore. You need the brick wouldn't do certain things that Harry did. So yeah, I'm giving a tiny bit more credit to the first movie. The second one, honestly, is my favorite of the entire bunch, and out of the entire like movie series. So yeah, that's kind of my opinion. I just like the second one because the mystery is not too confusing. It's fairly well explained in the movie itself. It's not as subtle as in the Philosopher's Stone. When they still spell it out like in the Philosopher's Stone, but you have at the very least like a chance of figuring out where like what is happening without the characters of the show actually spelling it out for you, like before they spell it out for you. The audience is at the very least like it has some time to realize the stuff that's happening. The third movie, truth be told, I hate. Like, I don't know, it's just the way they did time travel. It makes no sense to me, and it screws up like everything, in my personal opinion. Because my main issue with the time travel in that one is that it affects the things in the wrong timeline. When you have watched the movies, but you aren't a fan of it and have no clue what they are talking about. Yeah. Hey, Luz. Wow, this guy looks very similar to how I look in real life, Bidinol. I mean, I'm a robot bear. Wow. Is it okay for you to have two channels and content recap? Are you not? That's the thing, Tulpa. I stopped working on my Russian channel. Like, I stopped working on my Russian channel for now. Maybe when I have enough time to work on it, I will restore my efforts for the second one. But at the same time, I'm treating the English channel as my main one, and I'm fine with it. I basically, there's nothing really except for the audience and the fans pushing me to work on the Russian one. It has proven itself to not be too beneficial, like money-wise, and it hasn't like proven itself not too beneficial view-wise. I will probably return to it at some point and at some close point, because I've been getting more and more stuff that I basically want to share with my Russian audience, and that's really the only thing keeping me from like officially stopping that channel. I really want to continue producing content for them. Hi Sipulka, I am in fact alive. Imagine that. Hello, Mr. Robot Bear. Yeah. But yeah, I was just talking about you, Georgi, how, like, I'm pretty proud of my ship build that I did in my latest Sadly Vanilla episode. But I keep... That's my problem. I keep comparing my own stuff to, like, you, and what you do usually, and the scale you usually build at, and I'm like, yeah, that's... What I'm doing is not impressive at all. And I feel, hey, not now, and I feel like that has started basically ruining my videos a certain degree, at least the survival ones. Because I hope you can't, but there is a chance that people can tell that when I'm not really certain in my build. And at this point it's like all the time. So I decided to just kind of my way of yeah, I don't do small scale builds. I know, right? So my decision was to solve that is to basically make myself think about Minecrafting as like, okay, I'm not doing an impressive build, I'm doing an entertaining video. So I feel that's working for me. That's not a stop Olga at you. I find your videos just fine, very entertaining as they are. In fact, you do just greatly. Recently watched your video about actually not really the dog build, but kind of dog build, where you were walking, and once again, like, I was impressed by just how good you, to a certain degree, are with planning and not changing your plans every 10 minutes. We can learn English, but they will not learn Russian. That's exactly the problem, Tulpa. But at the same time, like, can you blame them? I mean, Russian is complicated and English really is a way less complicated, way less complicated language when you really think about it. Yeah, I really like. It is the problem really when you think about when you consider the little thing called burnout. Like, I'm fine making. I used to be fine like making videos basically twice. Basically, everyone learns English. Yeah, it's the only way to survive anymore. Oh, the diagonal trade port. Yeah, I set myself the rule of always planning first, to the point some of my builds are based off. Wow, that's. Zloy stands for evil. Diagonal trade port. Yeah, that's actually pretty cool. Like, art imitating life. Hey, Loshko! What up? Actually, that's something I should probably do. Just take several pictures, like legit pictures from the internet of buildings I like, and just start sketching them in a creative world in whatchamacallit. This is why I have folders full of photos. Build this. Augie, is there like a Patreon reward that allows a person to look into that folder of yours? Because I would love that. Well, not a Patreon reward, but you know, I would love to dip my hands into your picture photo. Once again, it's probably a good idea to, like, if you want to improve your Minecraft build style, to just take buildings that you feel like look okay, and just try to recreate them as closely as you could in Minecraft. Because the first actual legit house that I've built for a legit town was Ivan was basically me taking a picture from Bruce Almighty, from one of those what was the San Francisco or New York or some kind of apartment that he had, and trying to recreate just the facade, and that worked out greatly. That was basically the first, like, that was the time when I was like, oh wow, with very little effort I can actually make stuff looking pretty great. If Google Drive lets me save pictures properly, yeah, sure. Google Disk, actually, not Google Drive, mind you. But yeah, Google Disk is, wow, I love it. It's such a great tool to a certain degree, and I especially love how it tells you, like, hey, do you know that you can, like, buy more gigabytes? I'm like, yeah, no, I'll just make another account. I'm a cheapskate. Guys, sorry. I'd love to pay for my services, but Yeah, if I want to try a new style, don't be random. Find something that's in the way you want to build and transfer into Minecraft. It helps a lot. Yeah. It also like when I first tried to recreate something from essentially Gothic, so Gothic revival, I ended up stumbling into steampunk. Like that's legit the thing that happened. That's how I started doing steampunkish builds. Because my like more modern outlook kind of collided with Gothic revival, and I'm like, this looks great. I went to get a snack and my cat noticed you were streaming and clicked on it. That's a well-trained cat. That's like familiar material right there. Familiar as like, you know, the cat that always follows a witch. Man, do you want this new thing? That no. Oh, you were talking about the Google. Okay, got it. But yeah, it's Google. It's always like trying to make the world a better place, and we're like, yeah, no, let us watch videos on YouTube. Yeah, promote the cat. It has been it has proven that it can use internet for you. But yeah, if your cat subscribes you to my channel, you might want a new cat. Really, of all the entertainment on the internet or on YouTube, either, like I'm like the Z list. I don't know if you guys heard that particular joke, like that if I ever make some kind of a Minecraft server, like Hermitcraft type of my own, which, truth be told, I've thought about many times. Before realizing that I'm pretty okay with decidedly vanilla. But yeah, if I ever do something like that, it will be called the Z list. Because, you know. Because let's be fair, honest with ourselves for the moment here. We're like. Okay, how does a human finger even look like? So it's like, it's poking into somewhere. But yeah, Ogi, if you don't know already, some cats are actually born with the mutation that gives them opposable thumbs. So not only are they learning, they're evolving. We're freaking screwed as a species. Like, if you didn't know already, if the local news haven't convinced you, then, well, our cat overlords are already on the rise. Everyone thought it will be dolphins. Everyone was wrong. Okay, that looks wrong. How about we just make him thumbs up? There we go. If at first you don't succeed, destroy all evidence that you tried. I want to get him into map making, but I don't have any good ideas that are original. Well, King Creeper, try to learn command blocking. Map makers would chew quite some heads off. Like, even if you have no ideas of your own, a good command blocker, like a good coder, will be probably always needed. Imagine a normal cat, only it has a giant, obviously human thumb. Ori! Boy, do I have a horror movie for you! Well, no, it's not a horror movie, but it is... Okay, get this. It is called A Cat with Human Hands. Or A Cat That Has Hands. It is amazing. It's a short horror story about a cat who's been stealing human body parts for himself. So it's like, when it actually appears, it's an actual cat with hands. instead of front paws, there are like 2 human hands. It is amazing. It's on the internet. It's free. Google it. A cat who has hands or something. A cat that had hands. It is great. I do recommend it. It's a short one, but I really love it. It has a great atmosphere, and I'm probably overhyping it at this point, but whatever. It's also a really old one. Sounds like a generic beat rush movie. Well, it to a certain degree is, but I wouldn't call it generic. King Creeper is better to view just of everything that has been already done, but no. Yeah. And yeah, hi, Crippling Depression. Hello, Darkness, my old friend. I will never get tired of this person's username. I thought you were lying, but Google proved me wrong. See? Why would I lie about something like that? Why would... What do I gain from lying about a cat who has human hands in a horror movie? Like, just freaking watch it. It's great. I'm giving you a sleep right now, like a whole pass. Feel free to like watch it right now. It's like 10 to 15 minutes. Along with the backwater Backwater Gospel. Is it? Someone correct me. There's another like short horror, a horror short about the Undertaker, and yeah, it's great. It is a great one. That one is animated, but it's one of my favorite ones. Like it's one of my all-time favorite ones, and it's a pretty popular one too. You know, you're streaming it on the other one as well right now. I think that's the only I'm the only person. Yeah, I know. I know that I'm streaming on there, and I also know that are the comments from there. Oh yeah, the comments are duplicating. I was just not looking at the right window because I'm an idiot. I apologize. Let me look at both windows at the same time now. Thank you. Yeah, Backwater Gospel, friggin' amazing. The designs, the animation, the everything. Oh my god. That was my first introduction to that style, you know, the same as Overwatch 1, and it is great. To that style of animation. I just want that cat with hands thing, and it kills a woman in the busted face. King Creeper, that's not a woman. That's a boy, as far as I remember. Did they like remake it? Because spoiler alert, like, no worries, I was just saying that your new haircut makes... Yeah, I know. I wanted to say that I chose it because I wanted a haircut that will allow me to not get a haircut for the longest time. By Crippling Depression, you never really leave, do you? But yeah, the truth is, I didn't choose anything. It's just the one that my mom knows how to do. So yeah, I'm still a teenager whose hair is usually cut by his mom. But in reality, I knew I want to get like basically shaven, next to bald, but obviously I didn't went bald. So I wanted to get just shaven as short, like cut the hair as shortly as possible, and I didn't feel like paying for it, because like I'm not paying someone to just throw the buzzer at my face. So I just, you know, like, hey mom, can you cut my hair as short as you can? She's like, yeah, sure. Let me just throw the buzzer at you. I don't know. Are people supposed to be dolls? King Creeper, yes. Well, it is half live action, half doll. So. Or are you asking about real life? Because in real life, yes, people are absolutely supposed to be dolls. If you're crippling, it's like it's like that you can do it yourself. I do mine and just clip it to 0 with clippers. Then you can isolate it from there. Huh? I don't know. I don't actually have like the clippers. That's another thing, and I'm guessing that I will need them like in forever, because my wife is, after all, preferring when like she gets getting an actual haircut from a hairdresser, and my son just too young to have enough hair to be cut, to have them cut. Well, not really. He has some hair, but it's usually just a couple of clicks with shears, and there you go. I haven't met a single person online at the moment who would like my haircut. who would like my new haircut. Everyone tells me either that I look like Teenage Sonic Mega Bomb or whatever her name is, or I might find the character look too. Yeah, kidding. I get you. I've seen the movie. Well, the short. Well. Potato, I do not look like Putin, like not in the slightest. If you think I look like Putin, you haven't seen enough Putin. So get your fix today! No. Don't worry, we'll tweak his skin tone tiny bit later, more to our liking. But yeah, guys, if you're trying to insult me by insulting my anything really, I don't like myself enough to have emotional investment in people insulting the way I look. But feel free to spout more gibberish and get yourself banned if you really like it. That's a shame that I got myself a set, nothing fancy, then I used much free to... Oh. That's cool. That's an interesting way of getting rid of all your hair. Thank you for the pro tips. I'm not real... I don't want to be entirely bald. Like, I'm saving the entirely bald thing for when I have no other option, like for when I'm trying, I'll start to go bald. And considering that my dad is balding pretty rapidly, I'm thinking that I will have that time pretty soon. So I'm enjoying my long hair while it lasts, I say, as a person with literally no hair. Well, not literally no hair, but you know, a very short one. Okay, that's... How do you even get green beard? Like... Hope you will be fine at least that's... That case, you get the of your man. Oh. Well, we'll see. Again, I'm not bothered about my appearance, not really. Mostly because I mostly walk over internet and no one really cares about what I look. It's not like I have groupies and stuff. I rock the Captain Picard, Charles Xavier want the hairline receded past being hideable. See? That's another way to treat it. Like, just end every sentence with make it so. And there you go. You're golden. Now, this paint by number project didn't take long at all. Oh, I forgot to add the glowy bits. Actually, you know what? Let me cheat with this one. There we go. Because as a 2-year-old, I'm not good with staying in lines. But yeah, I meant to actually like ask you guys, what's your favorite Harry Potter movie? Like, which one out of the entire thing, and why, if you care to answer? Because once again, we are not in the middle, but we are at the beginning of a Harry Potter marathon. After I'm done streaming, I will probably go and get myself some. What do you think? Do you think they are attention seekers? And honestly, like, I think you should be allowed to do with your entire body whatever you want. Like, if you want to sell your left arm for organs, I think I legitimately, honestly think that you should be allowed to. Like, if you want to just cut out like half of your intestines and sacrifice it to the elder gods, you should be allowed to do that. Goblet of Fire cause dragons. Got it, Shay. I do love the moment where, like, there was an internet like webcomic about it called My Life as a Background Slytherin, where Snape is like, yeah, Professor, are we really going to stare at just a lake surface for half an hour? And Dumbledore's like, yep. That's a great challenge that we've come up with for this Triwizard tournament. Number 4, as I like the action. Okay, Goblet of Fire, don't have the favorite movie, I like FNAF. Okay, that's Prisoner of Azkaban, has Sirius and Remus. And there was still an innocence to the kids. The darkness of the later movies hadn't forced them to completely grow up. That happened. Yeah. Prisoner of the Azkaban. It is the third one, right? Because my wife loves the third one. Keep your arms. Yeah, the middle movies are the best because they hit the stride on quality, but hadn't started the Prisoner of Azkaban because back. Okay. Awkwardly, my favorite Harry Potter film isn't Harry Potter, it's Fantastic Beasts. Well, good for you, Augie. I liked that movie. It had flaws. Like, a lot of flaws. But it was a good movie, in my opinion. I have played FNAF 1 and FNAF 2. After them, I was just looking at them. Like, I was watching somebody else's playthroughs. Like, FNAF 2 has basically, yeah, it has 5 nights me out. But I do own all five games on Steam. Why? Because I'm stupid. Yeah, it's free. I can get it anytime. I basically already own it. I don't really want to play them though. Like, that's the thing. Because I'm not good at them, like, at all. Also, the second one is still my favorite, but mostly not for good reasons. The second one is my favorite just because it came out on my birthday. Like on 11th November. But yeah, it is fascinating, because the time travel aspect has absolutely ruined the third movie for me, but when you really think about it, Severus and Lupin are pretty friggin' great. It's more for being able to see how the magic world has different continents. Yeah. And yeah, Tulpa, I see where you're coming from, but I don't know, I still feel like Five Nights as a franchise can pretty much go further and further. I'll be fine with it. I don't think like it should end just because things need an ending. I feel like it can do more with the concept. I really don't feel like it's been fully explored, even when you count in all of the fan sequels. Well, King, it's your preference. Third one was interesting, definitely. Then again, I can't even be jaded about those games. If new one comes out, I will at the very least watch someone play it. I might not buy it myself, but I will always watch someone else play it, because truth be told, I'm kinda into the lore, but not really into the lore. I don't know how to even describe this. I think I just like the franchise too much to... Is there even anyone at Mixer? And I'm pretty sure there isn't, and I'm fine with it really. Just today, because I don't feel like moderating two chats. So... I mean, don't get me wrong, I still like Mixer more as a platform than YouTube. And God knows YouTube needs a competitor. In not only in video hosting, but in streaming, in everything. But at the same time, see, we just got a new follower on Mixer. Yay! I know that was a WinPA, but I'm really happy about it. And the new follower is spamming poo, because, of course. Of freaking course. Sounds like quality commenting. Yeah. King, I won't even say it's team trolling because... See, I don't want to sound like, oh, in my day, back in my day, but the way I understand the word trolling is tasteful, okay? Trolling is you got someone really upset with very little effort. That's what I think is trolling. Just spamming a word, you just look like a friggin' moron. You aren't actually frustrating anyone. You aren't making someone look dumber than you are. Who is this green-haired Fonzie you're drawing? This guy. He's from Too Crafty server. I wanted to finish a couple of Too Crafty members from the commission from Random Obsessor before I go into fan arting today. And yes, I do want to get some fan arting out of the way today, just because it's been absolute forever since I've drawn anyone I actually watch, except for, you know, some YouTubers that just commissioned me. And like that's how artists work. Like how would I know how artists work? Well, okay, that's how like people who draw sometimes work. Unless you draw something for your own enjoyment, you hit burnout real quick. So I don't even feel guilty about deciding to work on something else at some point today. Yeah, classic people, yeah. Classic people trying to look cool, but ending up looking like a loser. See, at this day and age, like, trolling is very precise science, really, because at this point, it's not even that cool being a joke on the internet, is what I noticed. Like, at this point, as the time progresses, it's becoming more and more, basically, because of some, you know, wholesome memes and that kind of tendencies, it really starts to feel like it's becoming a bit of a cooler thing to be just a nice person on the internet. Or maybe that's just me growing out of my teenage years at the ripe age of 27, not 26. Well, it's just like a trend that I've been noticing that, oh hey, people are actually kind of being nice to each other for no reason, and that's kind of really cool in its own right. Like, it's, wow, this guy is so badass. He once bought a pizza to a complete stranger on the internet because he felt like it. That's pretty badass for me. That's cool. Like the definition of like the community and whatnot is moderately changing. I hope that is like a general dynamic. When like people are once again genuinely impressed with something, genuinely happy for someone, genuinely like being nice to other people. Except once again, this is internet. You cannot count on those things. Probably being a joke will win back after all. And really, this is a community of total strangers. Like the internet in general is a community of total strangers. So one could even argue that you shouldn't expect people to act nice to you just because you are sharing the same web space. You shouldn't expect people to be nice to you just because you exist. Like, respect should still be earned rather than expected. And that's the conflicting thing, where the general sentiment used to be, look, it's fair for everyone because we're jocks to everyone. So, earn your respect, like, do something impressive. Make us impressed and then we'll start actually, you know, acting good too. While it slowly evolved into, you know what, we'll just be jocks to everyone. And that now is maybe growing out of commission. I don't know. I'm not good at predicting or exploiting social dynamics. Can you tell by the 2 subscribers that I have? And 5 viewers that I have on this stream. I'm not really good at predicting and exploiting social dynamics. And, whatchamacallit, and networking and all that kind of stuff. Okay, I don't know, guys, if you feel the same way or if you feel like different. Maybe you had a different experience with this entire web thing. So yeah, let me know. I'm really kind of interested in this, in how other people see this. Or maybe it's just, you know what? Maybe it's just with once I actually joined a community that kind of cared for what I'm doing and gave a crap about things that I put effort into. I just started feeling more loved, because really recently we had this entire, not drama, but, you know, hijinks with, whatchamacallit, hijinks with the move of the Hermitcraft recap channel. And I'll be honest with you guys, I've been reading all the comments everywhere about it, and I haven't felt this loved in forever. Like, that's what it felt like. It didn't feel like a bunch of people just screaming at each other, or like didn't feel like a ton of people trying to discuss something. It felt like a lot of people genuinely concerned about the future of this show that I'm doing. Well, show that I'm doing. And it felt great. Like it feels like you really are a part of the community. I made him really shiny. But again, he's on his skin, you can kind of see where I'm coming from, right? Hey Ska! Welcome to the stream. Love you too. Thanks, Rascal. Should feel like an important. Well, important is an overstatement. I'm pretty sure, like, if I wouldn't be doing recaps, someone else would be. It's another question, like, if that person would be doing as good or like better of a job out of it, but whatever, that's not for me to judge. And after all, that's why the general, like, kind of a panicky state that some of the community was in about this thing was really funny to me, because you see, it's still people playing Minecraft and other people getting clips of them playing Minecraft and stitching them together. It is still very basic stuff. And in the grand scheme of things, it's people playing Minecraft, guys. Why are you so stressed about it? Why am I so stressed about it? But yeah, thanks guys, I appreciate the sentiment. I think you're both a huge part of it, yeah. Someone was trying to argue you guys still views. That, Chris, you are like, that someone is not necessarily too wrong, but that's the thing, we're aware. We're aware that some people say, oh, I don't even watch Hermitcraft anymore. And we're actively actually trying to outweigh that. At some point, I remember I was writing several scripts for the recap. I was actually trying actively to put more airtime on Joe Hills, because he hasn't been getting much views. On Zombie Cleo. The whole reason that there was a moment at one point where Pixel Riff had to sing Pixel Riff had to sing a song about Zombie Cleo's pickaxe for no other reason that I was hoping that that will attract more views to Zombie Cleo's video. That's why we're constantly in a feud with Zombie Cleo. That's kind of my outlook on it, because she really deserves more views, in my opinion. And God knows, like, YouTube has not been kind to her channel. And yeah, since she's a teacher, obviously, like, she don't have as much time to make YouTube change its mind about her channel. Same kind of goes for Joe Hills, because he's a dad, and he used to be like a dad to a toddler. And dadding a toddler is not an easy job, especially when you have like. So he had no recording time, so he couldn't been working on videos, and that's why I wanted to promote his videos. So for TFC and Joe Hills, we actually put actual clicks in the iCards. We once actively made people watch their videos. So yeah, again, we might steal some views. I am really hoping that we are outweighing it in the other way around. Only legit confirmation I ever got was from Zedaf. And Denis Petrov, you can still donate to my order donation server using Kiwi, but I will not be drawing any in-stream commissions from that, because there will not be an alarm. And yeah, I'm 22 episodes of Sims deep because of your rivalry. Really now? Well, that's great. Okay. I have watched every single episode of Zombie Cleo's New Vegas. So, I'm not necessarily in the same boat with you, but I'm in the nearby boat. Actually, speaking of Scar, who just showed up on the stream, and I don't know if he left or he just felt that I'll be intimidated if he'll stick around. But I've been just like, Scar is another person who we really should be giving more views to. And Scar is like that other thing where no matter how much I watch him, I never can express how cool his stuff is in the recaps. That's even every time it's like, oh, he built another great skyscraper in the Scar City. It looks so cool. How do I make it look? How do I make it sound even more exciting than what I just said? But yeah, sorry. I went on a bit of a rant about hermits. Okay, now he isn't. Now I cannot even praise him properly because he's in here and probably blushing or something. Thank you, man. No problem. Yeah. Another thing, like, I can give you a paragraph worth of why it is worth watching like every single Hermitcraft member. Because after watching like all of a lot of their videos through the Hermitcraft recap, I now basically know what are the best parts. Or the best I like to think so. People become invested in it, the regularity breeds a sense of normalcy. Say as you lose the time to watch the... and slice of what was big part of your life is comforting. I mean, at this stage, Scars probably put as many hours in the server as everyone else put together. Well, Chris, that sounds like pretty much true, but... Okay. One thing though. This is what kind of didn't really piss me off, and I'm allowed to say this on my channel because this is my channel. I can be non-kid friendly here every now and again. They've been doing the digging out project for the community area, right? And this whole time they've been calling it the big dig. And every time I make a recap, I'm like, oh my god, please, this time, let Pixel Riffs say it exactly how it's supposed to be said, and not say big dick. The show will not recover from the words big dick being said in the video. Do you know what they did in the latest video? Inside of big dick, there is now a Vex shop, which is only one letter away from being absolutely hilarious. That is why I'm not voicing any episodes anymore. that's okay, that's not the main reason, but that's a good reason why I shouldn't be voicing any episodes. Because if I misspell any of those two things... Also, Cap has been, yeah, writing our jokes for us with the cactus shag and the Captain Jack spell. Okay, I recovered. I feel fine now. Thank you. They didn't call it much long. Oh my god! In a more unofficial thing that you guys can do more of what you want. Are you guys considering recapping some of your own stuff? Shay, I don't feel even if that will be recapped at some point, it will not be on the Hermitcraft recap channel because we want to stick it to the Hermitcraft. Not stick it to the Hermitcraft. If we wanted to stick it to the Hermitcraft, we would, I don't know, actually go for the big dick joke, but no. MHC or Decided Vanilla will definitely go if I ever even do this, because it's an ginormous work to recap Hermitcraft already. Decided Vanilla has not as many videos, but some videos, and I watch them all anyway because I need something to watch while I walk. But at the same time, MHC has up to 200 videos per each season. I've been told by that craft, so I am moderately terrified. Like, that's the thing. I might, I was actually considering like making a bit of a like MHC community thing, because truth be told, when that craft is getting, like 40 views, not 40, more views, but when Pigglesworth is getting 40 views on literally the same video as I am getting 300 on, I really feel like I need to give back to the community or something, because that makes sense. That makes no sense. But yeah, if anything about the new channel and more content for it, if anything, if I would to go like, oh, I want more content for that channel because obviously people are watching it, I would actually go for more optional videos about Hermitcraft, like even more fan art, because now that I can actually monetize this show, I don't want to say that it is easy to, like, I want to do this because that will make me even more money, but now that I can monetize the show, it is at the very least easier for me to justify watching like 10 more videos of Hermitcraft per week. It's like, oh, I'll do this and this. You should do a mod at MHC. King Creeper, that's something I've been considered and suggesting to the guys, because one thing I really want to do, and that's something you can easily... Both of them record so well. Yeah, they're as good, if not better. Pigglesworth is way better at video editing, and that craft is just, you know, not as twitchy as me. So I don't know why people aren't watching them as much as they are watching my vids, but I'm just assuming that that's because channel velocity is a thing. And you shouldn't feel bad about not clicking them, but if you were not watch mine perspective and watch theirs, and maybe comment, that would be great, because that would sure make them feel maybe tiny bit good. Oh god, I'm hiccuping so much. That would probably make them feel tiny bit better. And that is another thing that we should be doing on the Minecraft Hardcore Challenge, Monster Challenge. We should be reading the friggin' comments. Every season I bring it up, I'm like, you know what? We should probably read comments this season. They're like, yes, we should do that. And then we get so tied up and actually not being dead that we forget about it. No Russian to Snake Omega, no. 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 Thatcraft's gotten plugs by Mambo and Iskal by now. What do I care? I've gotten a plug by Mambo and that basically skyrocketed my career. Skyrocketed, but you get my point. That was kind of my biggest exposure boost for everything. But yeah, Chris, do actually tell me about that, because I don't remember either. I don't remember Thatcraft being boosted by Mambo, and I don't remember Thatcraft being boosted by Iskal. Then again, I haven't been tracking them. Yeah, I didn't realize you were the popular TM when it came to that. Look, Chris, me either, but then I just compared the metrics. And I'll be honest, I didn't actually want to compare the metrics. My goal was actually to visit their videos to check out what comments are they getting, because I felt insecure. Like that's the main reason I visited their videos, because I wanted to see how much of me blubbering about Pigglesworth is cutting out of the video, because obviously Pigglesworth's channel is very kid friendly and trying to be even more kid friendly. Mine is not as much. I'm actually very terrible at being kid friendly, and I crack every now and again like not very inappropriate jokes and sometimes moderately inappropriate ones. To be honest, I watch your MHC because I know you the others are fun, but I don't have... Yeah, it's fine. Like, I'm not criticizing, don't get me wrong, I'm not criticizing you guys or anyone who watches like my perspective in favor of Pigglesworth's. The reason I'm complaining not at you, not at the actual viewers. I'm complaining at friggin' YouTube, because YouTube is actively losing two great content creators when it comes to Thatcraft and Pigglesworth, in my personal opinion. Because YouTube has already demonetized Pigglesworth, which, good one, YouTube. You basically got rid of one of the best pigs there are on YouTube at the moment. But yeah, Chris, I have no idea. Like, there's so much happening in this community, and by this community I mean the Minecraft community, every day, that things like who gave who a shout out where absolutely just jumped out of my mind. I didn't even get a chance to track like how much Exumavoid mentioning that I made some ads for him influenced my channel, if at all, because I didn't know about it until people have told me in Discord. They're like, hey, Exumavoid gave you a shout out. I'm like, yay, sure wish I was there. I did watch the video afterwards, so. That's another thing, like, I'm name dropping and I'm name dropping like crazy in this particular stream, guys. I hope you don't mind. I'm just trying to talk to you about some. What are you? No. Yeah, I'm just trying to talk about something that you guys are interested in. So if I'm name dropping too much or something, yeah, do let me know. Like, that's the main reason why I stopped, almost stopped making fan art not really for people, just in general. Making fan art and making speed art videos is because it's really started to feel to me that I'm just trying to farm views from them, and that's not how I want it to be. So yeah, I decided to maybe take a break from it. It's your stream, name drop whoever you want. Yeah, Chris, I get you, but still. I wouldn't want it to look like I'm bragging. Which, I am bragging, but I wouldn't want it to look like it. And I have the worst luck. I'm messing around in the new snapshot and I have yet to see a coral biome. That is impressive, actually. Have you tried looking underwater? I hear that's where they are. All the stuff you did for Hermit was. Scar, we never did anything for Hermit was. Did I? Did I do anything for Hermit? Are you saying? Oh! 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 I'm sorry. I'll. I thought you were talking about Hermit Wars recap that we never actually did. Like, that's the thing. Yeah! You were talking about artwork for the teams. I apologize, I'm an idiot. I thought you were talking about Hermit Wars recap, which we planned, promised, and never did. Because I'm not made of time. This is the one, right? I'm pretty sure this is the one because there's a bloodthirsty Keralis in the background. And there's Zombie Cleo in front because, again, I'm a Zombie Cleo fan. And also there's Scar with a golden apple and a pink sword because that's what you were fighting with. I'm telling you, like, when Pixel Riff's video about shurikens came out, everyone else is at the very least like trying, putting an effort into saying it correctly. Scar is just shrunkens. That was. Also, I don't know if you guys ever like noticed, but all the time when I'm drawing Scar, I always put his eyes in the same direction as in his skin. Like on his skin, his eyes are always like looking sideways. That's where I keep putting the eyes. I don't know. It just feels like a good note. I'm doing the same thing with Golf House because his eyes are always looking to the left, so I always draw him looking slightly to the left. Who remembers Keralis in Minecraft? He still makes really cool stuff. Loshka, honestly, I stopped following Keralis once he stopped doing Minecraft. For a while now, just I don't have the time. He's great. He's a great YouTuber. I loved him, but last time I watched him, it was his forest videos with Slipgator. Not made of time, but you have new space. I'm nothing but time. We should get together and make a space-time continuum. I guess so. I tried to spell it wrong and still spell it right. Yeah. 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 But that was hilarious. Looks funny how everything is defiled and round but square heads. Yep. But Tulpa, they're not really round either. Like they don't have they still have proportions of moderately Minecraft-sized humans. Also, they have hoofs or something. I don't know, I like doing like this kind of style actually. I enjoy adding bit of interpretation. And hilarious, like, if you know the game Staxel, which I absolutely love, I made several videos out on the Russian channel. In Staxel, those are pretty much the proportions, except the legs are shorter. Anyway, Ram. We'll draw Ram and then we'll draw some fan art for someone. I don't know who yet. Yeah, thanks, Rascal. According to the episode, I thought Maba mentioned that Crafton, and whoever did the captions for the episode has replaced Maba with the Redstone God. Why are you watching his videos with subtitles to begin with, is a question. Hands! Anyway. That person must have thought the manga wasn't him. King, don't piss me off. Well, Chris, I mean, at the very least, Mambo is popular enough to always have captions and not even the auto-generated ones. Yeah, see you, Rascal. Good night. Hey, Space Game. Space Gum. Space Game. Sorry. Something in my mouth. It's called a tongue, and I cannot for the life of me use it. So I just realized that the thing he's supposed to be wearing is armor. And I thought, when I was sketching, I thought it was a hoodie. So, good ones, Loy. You're really good at interpreting the Minecraft skins that you keep drawing. And also, Rem actually has seen, like Remuka, the guy who I'm drawing right now, he has seen this. And he approved it. So, it's not even a mistake that I did. It's on him too. He can't even criticize me anymore because he approved the sketch. And him approving the sketch means that I don't have to do any fixes for it anymore. Yeah, I've clicked into his when they're still auto-generated a few times and the software can't understand him, but captions are one of the perks of having 2 million. Yeah. Funny enough, sometimes the software of YouTube understands my English perfectly fine, which led to a couple of my friends whenever like their people are complaining in the comments about my voice or like me being like ununderstandable in the recap. Yeah, people started saying that congratulations, you people are dumber than the auto-generated YouTube algorithms. Yeah, hoodie is 10 out of 10 social armor. Yeah, definitely. I know that you can't put a lot of details in the pixels. It was more me complaining about my own ability to understand things rather than about the skins. The skin is fine, it's a nice skin. But yeah, there's a certain art to decoding pixel art in Minecraft. Yeah, I decided he'll be like adjusting his armor in a bit. A few years ago, when it was end of year, we were playing on the school laptops, and our teacher, for some reason, put the old Narnia TV show on the projector, but the speakers weren't working, so she put on. Okay. Options, and it had so many swear words within it. Now I just imagine someone in Narnia going like, Aslan! You chicken! Come here, you bastard! Also, he's wearing pants with that armor, so yeah, I'll wear a chest plate to this battle, but I'll be in my jeans. Good one, Ram. Then when he's older and you are telling him about actually you do a future version of the Legend Minecraft avatar, you would make him. You can say back when Minecraft was big, I did a version of you for when you were old enough to play retro games. LOL! I like how you say back when Minecraft was big, as if Minecraft is really big right now. I mean, it is. But as far as YouTube goes, that's the thing, like, Minecraft on YouTube has run its peak, it feels. But it hasn't. Like, it is still growing because oversaturation has kicked in, and the spoils are distributed way more thinly nowadays. I still would argue that there is place on YouTube for more Minecrafters. It's just that they need to be more cautious and distribute their efforts way more cautiously. And when I say it, yeah, Minecraft is dying for like 6 years already. Tulpa, thank you. That's a great way of putting it, really. It's hard to get big from just Minecraft. Yeah, the new update is definitely helping the Minecraft community on YouTube. Yeah, I hope so. And yeah, I hope so. That's all I have to say, really. I am not one who has a skill, who has made it a skill of capitalizing on Minecraft, on any trends, really. I say as I run the recap channel. But yeah, I'm not good at view mongering, that's the thing. I'm not good at trend spotting, I'm not good at really anything that makes a person big and popular, that drives the clicks. But I don't need that, because, once again, I'm not a full-time YouTuber, I'm a friggin' freelancer! I draw stuff! That's... yeah. New update today, sorry. Hi, Taxi Cat! Okay. I will save this one, we'll color him, and then we'll do some fan art of someone. I haven't even... I should probably get an idea first, and then promise that we'll do it. But... whatever. Okay, so checked it and it's Family Craft Dad. Yeah. That's what I was thinking. Those two get confused between each other all the time. And rightfully so, really, because they are using a very common username. I used to think they were the same person. Are you saying they're not? But yeah, they're not, and Family Dad Craft is alright. I might have not felt like his content is specifically for me, but I can see the quality, I can see the appeal. Hey Pinas. Clearly he needs to be dragged into April's edition of That Joke Hour. No, Chris. Look, my honest opinion is that you should never have more than 3 people in a single voice chat. 4 is already straining it. Like 4 people is for when you need 2 teams of 2. If you have a 4-way collab, you are basically dooming the video to be incomprehensible. Maybe that's just me, but I really do think that like there is never a good reason to have a 4-way collab, and just the word 4 ways, that's probably not a good enough. I'm doing okay. Okay, don't worry. Okay, I mean, I'm pretty sure, doesn't that Family Craft Dad actually do Minecraft Hardcore Challenge himself? Because I'm pretty sure he does. I remember him being like one of the people in that particular community. Funny enough, I actually did try dragging Zombie Cleo into the entire Minecraft Hardcore Challenge thing. But instead of saying that, oh hey, you should play with me, I was actually saying like, hey, if you ever like need some moderately like fairly quick Minecraft content that you can record in one sitting, like many episodes of, you should try this thing that we're doing, because that's what we're doing. We're recording like all 5 to 8 episodes in one sitting. And she was pretty much like, yeah, fine, if I'll need it, I'll do it. And obviously she doesn't need it, because here she is releasing Imagiverse or whatever its name is, that game's name is. Yeah. Yeah, Shay, more than 3 minutes someone never gets to talk. And you'd think that that would be like only the case with small fry or like on unprofessional characters. No, even when I watched like freaking Markiplier collab with Jacksepticeye, Wade and Bob, there's only like Jack is always silent. Jack is never talking anything. There are 3 ways Minecraft will react to when a new update comes out. This new update is cool, Minecraft is fun again, and yeah, either Minecraft is ruined forever. No, King, there's only 2 ways. It's like either this is the best thing ever, or Minecraft is ruined forever, I'm quitting this game, and then they don't. And that's like really like that's the most frustrating thing about it for me. Like when people keep saying, "Oh, I will quit this game because pistons that aren't supposed to pull blocks back stopped pulling, like aren't not pulling them back anymore." And that's like, okay. Omega, I can see you. Like, I have the mixer chat too. I already replied. I have both chats. Chill. But yeah, that's basically my issue. When people like Fultron say, "Oh, I don't have any whatchamacallit, I don't have any passion for Minecraft. I won't make any more Minecraft videos," and then he still makes more Minecraft videos. It's like, Okay, dude, like, make up your friggin' mind. If you told you quit, you quit. Stop. If you told us you quit and then you aren't quitting, you're just trying to hype up your great return before you even left. That's why I kind of really like that's one thing I enjoy out of XB Crafted, because he's basically always honest with you. He's always honest about every game he's playing or not playing. I'm going to quit because you gave me a free update that broke this obscure thing that I used in my... Yeah, Tuxedo, and even beyond that, Java Minecraft is the one version you can actually roll back. You cannot use an old version of Bedrock Minecraft because it's not available on Marketplace. But you can roll back. You can use a previous version of Minecraft. Just play that version, you stupid idiot, if you don't like the new one. Just trying to not talk over each other. Yeah, Chris, you get precisely what I'm saying. Didn't know that about Bedrock. See, I even might be wrong. Like, I might be wrong. I might not just there may be a feature that allows you to roll back, but probably not. And Chris, don't sass Bedrock. I like it. I am sorry, but I like it. And actually, no, I'm not sorry. I just like it. It's a good version in my opinion. Yeah, some people say like it's inconvenient or like it has inconsistent redstone, and honestly, that just sounds like something they will iron out in like next update or an update after that. And I think that the thing that the redstone, not redstone, but the Bedrock version really bought me with is how well it really runs. If it decides to run, because it crashes every now and again. Sometimes it just launches itself and then like, nope, I'm not running today, and just crashes. And truth be told, Java does the same anyway, so what do I care? But yeah, Bedrock kind of bought me and revitalized my passion for Minecraft, so I cannot even sass that version anymore, even when people like bring up legit concerns about it and legit criticism, good criticism. I cannot argue. Hi DNS and 99. Also, my biggest problem with is trying to figure out seeds and with hitbox problem. Well, Chris, honestly, that doesn't sound like too vital to me. By seeds, do you mean like in-game seeds or just game seeds? Because what do you care? Game seeds are not something that, in my opinion, like a casual player or like regular player, survival player should be concerned with, because they're seeds. They're admin tools. And at the same time, you know what really is like map making for Bedrock is great. It looks great. It's advanced to me as an outsider, because once again I have never developed a map for Bedrock. I only play them, and they seem to have great potential in them. I mean, it's worth better than being stuck on PS4 for the last 3 years. So don't. Yeah. Honestly, console version before Bedrock, before Better Together update, before console version, as like what I knew about it, it was dreadful. It sounded terrible, it looked terrible, it was terrible. I never played it, I don't want to play it again, ever. Like, console version of Minecraft and mobile version of Minecraft before the Bedrock engine, before the Microsoft interruption, before the Better Together update, was legitimately scaring me. Once Windows 10 Minecraft came out, that's when I got really hooked. I'm thinking that Minecraft like Bedrock is the tool that allows somewhere out there a really old person to successfully install the add-on or a map that their grandkid really wanted without catching a virus, without getting any malware. It warms my heart. Like, that's the thing I appreciate most about that version. And yeah, I'm getting into Minecraft versions again. I'm sorry guys, I literally just had this very same conversation, like this very same platform war thing. Yeah, I know, Chris. Sony is just acting weird. They just want more money from Microsoft or something like that, as far as I'm concerned, at the very least. I never was a console player ever since the very first Sega and very first Sony game. That's like the last time I played console. I get the appeal of on-couch gaming, but I don't see them as anything more than relic of the time and, you know, a toy. Consoles don't feel like gaming tools to me, they feel like a toy, and I'm sorry, really. Well, I'll have to have it be so you don't rehash yourself. Yeah, Chris. It's fine. That's just how I feel. It's like food discussions in False Symmetry chat. Oh my god, I haven't watched False Symmetry in so... Oh my god. Look. I don't know if I have the file. I don't know if I will be able to show it to you at the moment. But a very long time ago, I drew a very and she loved it. At the end, like, she made it look like she loved it. Maybe she actually, like, my theory goes that what she did was she received the email, opened it, read it, look at that picture, printed it out, set it on fire because she felt deleting the email was not enough to her. Like, my theory goes, she felt like she had to physically destroy this picture because it should not exist because of how wrong and terrible it's drawn. So she printed it out, she shredded it into little like shredder things. She set those shredded things on fire. She cried afterwards for 26 hours straight. Went down back to the PC, which still had the email open. She took a deep breath and she was like... and she looked straight into the screen at the abomination of art that I have created and sent her. And she said, in her very British voice, "Well, bloody hell, it is Fonat after all. I should probably reply and thank him, ain't I?" After which she typed in, "This law, I really like," something among the lines like, "Wow, this is good, thank you so much, I really appreciate it, you made my..." Something among those lines. She hit send. I received it like I was, wow, that's great. She actually replied. That's awesome because remember, I was really a noob with only 20,000 subscribers on my Russian channel at that point. Sorry. And I was really excited about it, and I was so excited I decided to give this drone thing a second, third, fourth, and so on go. So yeah, one could argue that ZloXP was created by Mamba Jamba, but one could also argue that there wouldn't be a Zloy without False Symmetry. But yeah, Chris, it was some terrible pic. I can't even find it in my files at the moment. I know that I have it downloaded and bookmarked on my PC, so I can always just download it because it is a memorable point. But that is my theory. Like, that is my theory. That she received this terrible fan art. She probably cried herself to sleep for the next several months, because every time she closed her eye, that abomination was staring at her back. She couldn't forgive herself that someone sees her as this horrible coalition of pixels vaguely resembling a human person. But nevertheless, she found it in herself to thank me and to praise me as a starting artist. And this resulted in me basically becoming who I am today. And that is why you don't see me like drawing, making Markiplier animations, because that would be probably way more profitable. That is why my first animation, even though it was pretty cruddy, was still of Mamba Jamba, not of someone much more known and much more recognized. That's an awesome story. It really proves how much it matters how content create. Yes, Shay, it really does. Like, it really does, and I'm hoping that I will not fall out of not fall out of liking, but I'm hoping that I will be able to either pay it forwards or at the very least pay it back. What's the worst possible scenario that could happen? A man after my own mat? Yeah. Loshko, don't even. Just no. There will be no sugarcane pillarage on this stream. There actually was already some sugarcane pillarage at the beginning of the stream. And I'll be honest, I took it like a champ. I listened through the entire beat that I was animating, and yeah, I didn't buff once, so a second time might be too much of sugarcane pillarage for me today. I definitely love that. Yeah, it is barely an animation. It's barely moving, really. I really wish that sometime in my earlier days, when I still had, you know, spare time and crap, I would have learned how to use Flash properly, or got a PC powerful enough to run Flash or any other animation program without being too terrible. Because you know how I did that particular one? It wasn't a Flash animation. It was a bunch of PNG images made in Pen&Touch and then moved around in Premiere. Like, that was how I made the sugarcane pillar video. Hey, Danyar. Apologize. Yeah, Russian names are hard to read when you are set for English pronunciations. I'll be honest, like, speaking of, it really does matter how to treat your fans. I still flip whenever Exuma addresses me in the comments. In his comments, that is, like, he doesn't address me in my comments. Because my uni education wasn't Flash, but a lot of good that did it for me. Well, truth be told, Flash kind of balked at the moment, isn't it? Like, didn't it absolutely break recently? I only know about it because a bunch of people who I follow who animate on Twitter. That's pretty impressive. Did you ever think about going back through and redoing it? I did Orange Bug, but the thing is, Orange Volkswagen Bug, actually, that's a great username. Hard to read, but once you read it, like, it's pretty funny. The reason I never revisited that animation to made it like properly was because at the moment, after releasing it, I was contacted. Hello, Infon. I was contacted by Eli Beatmaker, and he basically said, "Hey, dude, I am not monetizing my remixes. Can you not monetize this animation, please?" And I was like, "Yeah, fine." I don't regret that decision. Like, before you tell me that I should be allowed to monetize whatever I make, I don't regret that decision. In fact, I'm fine with it, which is okay. I'm fine with my most watched video on this channel being not making me any money. That sounds terrible, but in reality, it really isn't. I don't care. Once again, if I cared, I would make a Markiplier animation or yeah, something like that. That would bring way more money and way more fame to me. But I'm fine. Adobe is abandoning support for it, and it's huge. Yeah, Taxid, I'm not interested in Flash as an anything but animation. Like, animation is what I really want from it. And as far as I understand, there's like Toon Boom, Animate, that kind of programs that people use nowadays. So you really are better off like learning one of those instead, because Flash is outdated and not really, people don't really animate in it anymore. Well, they still do, but only to a certain degree. I hear that older versions of Flash are even like better for animation than the recent ones. I started at one point in my life, I tried, there was an attempt, okay? There was an attempt to make, basically, I did an attempt to learn Adobe After Effects, because that seems like a very powerful tool when it comes to any sort of video footage manipulation. Like, once again, Mamba Jumbo uses it to edit his everything, basically. Which is a mistake, but still. You do not need, guys, you do not need After Effects and its best features to be able to make Let's Plays. Let's Plays don't require After Effects level of editing. They actually require very little editing at all when you really look at more successful examples. But nevertheless, it's not me taking a stab at Mamba Jumbo, it's me like talking crap about After Effects, really, because it is a very hard to master program and a proper confusing one, but boy does it pay off. Boy howdy am I regretting never actually, like, you know, finishing a proper course. One day I'll just save up money and I'll be like, you know what, this money I will spend on getting snacks. And after I'll get snacks, I'll be, oh god, I should have spent it paying for some kind of an online course to learn Adobe After Effects. Oh well, will I say. And then I will eat myself to death with the snacks that I bought. That really does sound too much like me, doesn't it? Yep. Anyway, we're basically done with this guy. Hooray, Remuko is finished, question mark. Let's have a side by side with them so we know for sure that they look like they belong at the very least in the same cinematic universe. Yeah, look at them. Look at the two guys. Like standing and crap. How dare they do precisely what I drew them to do? Okay, we're basically done with this one. So, as promised, we'll do a fan art for Hermitcraft, for one of the Hermitcraft members. Just so I feel like I did something useful. And what I think we'll do is I'll go to hermitcraft.com and just look at who's the last one to upload a Hermitcraft video. Like a legit Hermitcraft episode, not a Hermitcraft build, ultimate build off or something like that. And the winner is Rendog. I love it specifically because I haven't talked about Rendog yet today. Also known as the punching bag of Hermitcraft recap. We keep acting as if we like hate him or something. What's his username even? I don't remember his in-game name. Is it Rendog1 or like... I can't even look up his skin anymore. No. It's not Rendog1. Is it one Rendog? Is it Rendog? Because if you don't know, if you look up skin of a person called Rendog, this is what shows up. So, Ren the dog. Thank you, Taxida. He's the punching bag of the hermits too. Yeah. But yeah, if Hermitcraft Recap was not using Rendog as a punching bag, then Fullcraft Recap definitely did. Like... Okay, here we have him. Any ideas what we should draw him at? Like, doing or... Draw Minecraft cartoons as adults, as you said. Tax, can you like ban them? He's a punching bag of fate. Yep, and once again the fate has put him right here in my hands. In my tired hands. If you could do whatever you want with a Rendog, what would you do? That's the question really. I'm letting my hand rest on the mouse. If you're wondering what the crap I'm doing instead of actually, you know, entertaining you, that's what happened here. I'm letting my hand rest a bit because surprisingly, surprisingly, that's a legit surprise. Surprisingly, I'm mildly tired. Red Dead Hacks TNT. I haven't watched the TNT episode just yet, but we should probably do that. Right now, all I think of when I think of Ren is him dying repeatedly in UHB, so... Okay. Run from all the mobs or just a bunny. Shay, that would take too much effort to draw. Like, I'm not drawing every mob in the game. Actually, he just started... Oh my god, he just started a survival in 1.13 snapshot series, right? How about we do that? Like... This is not rewarding him for making Hermitcraft episodes, but still. Yes, this will not be very pedagogical of me to reward Rendog for putting effort into videos that are not Hermitcraft. However, it is still him putting effort into his channel, and that deserves recognition and... yeah, just recognition. Yeah. Let's illustrate Rendog not necessarily surviving in Minecraft 1.13. Also, we'll need a bigger canvas. Okay, there we go. Whoop. That's creative. Well, what? Oh, it's a build challenge. Oh, it's not a survival series. It's a creative series. Thank you for telling me. I had no idea. I only saw the thumbnail. I didn't actually watch the video yet. I'll probably take a peek just in case. Well then. Let's draw him drowning. Hi, Andrew's place. Yeah, it's a series with Doc. That's the thing. I didn't realize it was creative. Well, if it's creative, well then we can't make him suffer. So what's the friggin' point? Am I unnecessarily mean to Rendog? Or does he somewhere deep inside the zone? No. It's just more of the universe expansion back thing. Yeah, it is creative. Sorry, Lashko. I'm an idiot. Well, TNT it is then. Didn't he used to have this type of haircut? Not on the skin, but in real life. Because if I'm chibiing him, then... I'll talk about the Randy Noob Dog here, so let's be honest, he would manage to drown and create. Yes! That is correct! You have like a flipped up hair now. Oh. Okay. One thing I always wanted and never did is to animate a couple of highlights from Hermitcast, the podcast between what's his face, Iskal and Rendog. It's fascinating that Doc M has been warming back up for Minecraft, like warming himself for the update. My money is still on him, like bugging around in the 1.13 once it comes out for like 5 minutes, then getting bought and coming back and going back into obscurity. But still. Oh, Hermitcast was hysterical. I kinda wish that they did more of it. But, yeah. I really wanted to make like an animatic type of that, and I really wanted like that and the Professional Minecrafters episode by Exumavoid, in which back in season 3 they went to find the end portal and screwed it up like royally, like beyond screwing it up. That was hilarious, and it still deserves that kind of treatment. But again, I'm trying to kind of differentiate myself from I feel like Doc didn't really want to live so much as he kind of bailed for Apocalypse then because he'd only been interacting with the show and they were all gone. I don't know, Chris. I wouldn't like. You don't really tell another person how to run their channel, so I don't really care about why he left. I know the fact he left. So, okay. Yeah. You know what? I'll draw Randok sleeping in his bathtub. If you don't know why, well. Yes, I mean precisely that episode more than do. Also, I'm still drawing him fairly squarish. Okay, this makes his body look too long. So let's see, his other leg would go. That's a leg, by the way, if you... Yeah, that's a leg. Chill. His right leg will be serving as his sensor leg. So... he's the sensor leg stump. Also, don't tell anyone, but we will be drawing his buttocks only to cover it up with his right leg later. Well, at the very least we can give him abs. Like that's the least we owe him. He might not have them in real life, but what do we care? And it looks like we can do it lady. Perfect for International Women's Day. Oh my god, it's I already forgot that it's International Women's Day. I mean, ladies, here's my present. Women of planet Earth, I give you Whatever this is. Poorly drawn Rendog nudes. You are welcome. You are so very welcome. Yeah, this is a mess. Like, this is such a mess in his legs. What's going on? You don't have to know, New Mandy. Like, you do. That is a very good question, but I'm afraid you cannot handle the truth. Like, don't worry, we're about to arm him. How do people look when they're falling because they slipped on something? No, Mandy, it's not. Realistic is not the word, really. I'm just drawing a naked Minecraft person who slipped in the bathroom. That is some ballet posing right here, guys. No one tell Randog I'm doing this, by the way. If that was not obvious, like, I cannot emphasize this enough. Okay, new Mandy, I swear I have a reason. It's because one particular person has confessed that he was listening to a video I was doing in the shower, and he told me that he was listening to it and he slipped and fell and almost died. So I'm drawing that particular person. And if you think that it's my way of apologizing for almost killing him, you are wrong. I'm just doing it because I feel like of all the things that happened to that person, this is the one that needs memorializing. Like, this is the defining moment. I also freaking love his facial expression when you really it's so anime-ish, but at the same time it's so fitting. I'm just going to leave a like and leave bye. I mean, thanks for the like. How much are you paying for it? Telling Ren. Okay, look. You cannot blackmail me here. Like, you can't. For various reasons. First of all, like, the thing is, I'm not embarrassed in this particular situation. But we will cover his buttocks with, like, a towel or something. Like, it's a falling towel. Put his clothes so much to make it clear who it is. Well, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, it won't be more clear because his skin is so freaking generic. You know what? We'll make him actually hold his clothes, like. That towel is way too short, by the way. You like and one of those snitches that always reveal surprise pranks. That's the thing. If you think I'll be tweeting this out or something, I might not after all, so... Membrane is the risk cover with hair towel type. Yep. I'll let him hold his own shot. And probably he's like, I could, as if he was like getting dressed. He reached for his shot and then he slipped and he's like free falling at the moment with his own shot in one hand. A tiny towel he uses to hide his... Okay. Hi Lena, I choked on my own dick joke. Not on my own dick, mind you, on my own dick joke. I feel so bad too. I didn't even like say it out loud. I just thought it and I felt so bad. I went into this mode. Should have a tablet for playing the recap flying up into it. Yeah. That's an option. Hey Lena. Yeah, hi. I was gone for a while and this is when I came back. I promised you guys that we'll be doing fan art today of a Hermitcraft member. Am I killing you? Am I really? Know what you mean, and seems like perfectly normal live stream. Yep. Barely any nudity going on. That's when I came back to the drawing a banana in a... Yep. Look. Look. I still have that picture. The banana in the butt, I still have it. Here. This picture is so important. I even I even have easy access to it on my PC. Like I can open it in in a couple of clicks. So yeah, because this is the regular occurrence around here. What did I just get back to? Welcome back, Ogi. Yeah.
I never was one for forgiveness. I always try to pull my weight. They say the other side is greener. I'm pretty sure I will be late.
See, the thing is, I don't really want to draw the rest of the buff, but context is key. Okay, I should probably grab something from Hermitcraft Recap branding. While I'm at it. Where's the logo file? Hit it. Yay, logo. Something on these lines. And don't. We just had a conversation about why, like, top 10 reasons why Rendog shouldn't be here at the moment. Yeah, Morandil, the entire premise of the picture is that Rendog actually had said in one of the episodes that he slipped in the bathtub when Hermitcraft Recap was making a video about False's pet rock shop. He was in such a hurry to go grab his new pet rock that he actually like rushed out of the bathroom, actually slipped. Hey Dynamite, welcome to stream. Yeah, one of the reasons is like he might rush to watch my stream and scream at me to stop doing whatever I'm doing with his character. Yeah, I won't be doing like a separate lineup for this because I'm running out of my fingers. My fingers are a tiny bit tired with this entire drawing stream, to be honest. Which, I mean, fair enough, I've been drawing like crazy for the last couple of weeks. I know, right, Morndil? That was great. We had a good laugh. Like we had a good laugh at the recap after we watched the video. Actually, you know what? Let's make him even more manly. Let's add him some some hair on his chest. And yes, the hair is sideways because I don't know. But not on legs. Legs are silky smooth. Because we know that Ren cares about his skin and his hair. Yeah. Oh my god. Okay, this we can work with. Shannon, all the info about programs and equipment I use is in the About page of the channel. Yeah, let's color this bad boy. Bad as in he's badly drawn. I don't feel like the soap needs any more detailization on it. It will just make it more confusing. It's like, why is there a potato who is also alive in a bathtub? People have like some things that you learn about, like basic way human eye and like brain works is we are really good at recognizing faces in things anyway. So if something does not need to have a face, it's better to not give it a face. Because if you give it a face, it will attract more attention that you want on it. Like, people are ridiculously good at recognizing faces. This is why we have those funny compilation videos for like objects with faces. Objects that are not meant to have faces with faces. That kind of compilation videos. But yeah, and the thing is, you can actually manipulate an entire composition by adding a face to something. Which is why I'm talking about this kind of thing, which is why I've been tiny bit researching it. Not really researching it, but tiny bit researching it. I mean, really, Shannon, I haven't tried many tablets to pass judgment. I'm guessing that my hand is like tired. If it is tired, it's not because of the tablet. It's not the tablet's fault. It's probably just me not using it properly. By which I mean not using the hand properly, not the tablet. Tablet is absolutely blameless in this particular situation. It's just that people need to take breaks from their cars. Actually, don't take a break from your car. First of all, it's heavy. Second of all, you'll have to put it back afterwards. Man, it's been forever since I had to give someone this particular facial expression. As it only me, or does it that back leg look like it's facing backwards? No, I mean it does kind of if I remove this thing and make it more streamlined by just making it this way. Yeah, now it's not. I mean, it wasn't too obvious, it wasn't a real problem, but whatever, we fixed it anyway. I'm trying to draw more in different styles, right? Yep, tiny bit. Well, not really. This isn't really a style either, this is just a combination of things that I do. I might request something from you soon. Okay, cool. I'm pretty much always up for more work, really. As there is a commission by Omega just hanging over my head. Still not finished. Hey, hi. This Extreme Fan 101. This is the closest I ever came to those clickbaity YouTubers who put naked ladies in their thumbnails. Naked Minecraft ladies into their thumbnails. It's true, but all like the models people use are just ugly. Also, I decided that I'm making the towel soft pink. Hi, Tiger Spirit. I know, right? This is Rendog sleeping in his shower before because he tried to run off out of it too quickly. That is a thing that actually happened, according to Rendog. He might be making it up, but I'm fine with him making this particular one up. Click on this stream for naked men. Yep, pretty much. That kind of stuff. Something like that. And then we'll make like a couple of very bright and very colorful bubbles, but very small also. Yep, there we go. Click on this stream to see a naked Rendog fall into his ultimate doom. Actually, he said that he slept in the shower, and he even added that thanks to you, jokes. Yeah, hi, Tiger Spirit. I saw you. I saw you. Hi. But he even said that because of us, he almost, like, his ultimate perish almost was his own greasy bath water. Imagine that gravestone. So basically, I have two insights right now, battling to death inside of me. One side of me really wants Rendog to never see this picture ever. The other wants to utilize my entire fan base to make Rendog see it. Like, post it on the community tab of Hermitcraft Recap channel level of utilize. Okay, some shading for funsies, and you know, because I like it. Actually, let's make the shading friggin' pink. Chris is like, I feel like Ren would love it, so finish the sentence. Where are you going with this? Because this can go either way. It's like, Ren might love it, so let's never show it to him because we enjoy Rendok's suffering. Because that is a thing. What are you sorry for? Oh, okay. And Shemo is hosting me over on Mixer. That's cool, thank you. Thank you for the host, Shemo. More people shall see the naked Rendoks. I am leaving it to you guys for now. Like if you want to, and I'm not trying to tell you you have to, but if you don't, that's fine. Oh my god, we're being basically raided. I feel like, except like, you know, non-annoyingly raided, you know, the way it used to be. Yeah, but thanks, Shemio. I appreciate it. Welcome, Shenfan. I apologize that you had to walk in on this part of the stream. This is me basically not finishing the stream, but doing the last picture of it. And we decided to draw a famed YouTuber Rendog as he's sleeping in his bath and falling to his death. Yeah. Don't forget, yes, the candle. I actually need something to the lower left of the piece. We'll add the candle. We'll add the candle. That is a great idea. Thank you so much. This is the very reason Hermitcraft Recap had to go unofficial, isn't it? One day they were like sitting in a meeting and Wellsnet was, okay guys, but what if Zloy drew a picture of Rendok sleeping in the bathtub? And they were like, oh crap, we really need to get rid of Hermitcraft Recap. I'm joking. Like, if anyone's alarmed, I am joking. This is not what actually happened. I kinda wish it was. Hey, Mythical Sausage. You walked in at just the wrong time. Trust me. Okay, let's add the vanilla scented candle because that's a thing. Yes! Best day ever! Okay, I'm fine. I'm fine. I'm okay. I'm okay. I mean, okay, all jokes aside, buff bombs and vanilla, like, and sand candles are great. Hey, Andy Buckle. So, yeah. As much as it is fun to poke fun at Rendog, we cannot really poke fun at vanilla scented candle. I am still coloring it pink because of obvious reasons. Join us, read the description of the stream. All the info is in there. Like if there's one lesson I'm taking out of this high creature loop, out of this thing, then you Andy, are you Strass? Because you might be, probably are. Look at this! It's so cool! Tulpa, honestly, like, I'm streaming. I can't care about Hermitcraft recap when I'm streaming. So. Or about Mambo, really. Mambo made the storage unit. I'll say, are you serious right now? Okay, first of all, I guessed. That's impressive, but you really don't have to send the money. Also, you are literally like the only Andy I know, so. No problem. I'm not too offended. I'm not offended at all by this, really. Okay, this should be pretty much it, right? But we need to add flares, because flares make everything look squeaky and shiny and watery wet. So we will be adding flares. Those shiny bits, you know, that I keep adding to everything. Because Rendok this is Rendok just coming out of the bath. He has to be squeaky clean. He should be zestfully clean at this point. And I haven't even seen that commercial, I just know the memes. So and bubbles. Bubbles are already like around here in this general direction. So bubbles are present in the picture. That is already confirmed. Like, no, shiny stupid thing. There we go. So something about those lines, and I know that you guys are probably looking at it at way lower resolution and way lower and everything really. So you don't see like small inconsistencies and problems in coloring, but whatever. Turns out I can send USD from PayPal app. Wow, that is alarming, really. Like, why wouldn't you? PayPal, come on, buddy. Good to see you still driving. I mean, what else would I do? I mean, that's kind of what I do for a living nowadays. And I wouldn't trade it for a lot of things, actually. Like, I wouldn't trade it for a lot of things. Like, I like it too much. It's too legit to quit, dude. So now at the very least, the towel looks like an actual towel. We have achieved that in however many minutes we have used on this. I can only imagine like if Scar was still here, because I'm pretty sure like he doesn't have just 2 hours of his time to watch me do stupid things on a stream. But yeah, you get my point. If Scar would be here, he'd still like losing it. Not even slowly losing it, just actively. That one can only wonder. There we go. Now the composition is moderately better. Thank you, Taxi Cat. Ow, my friggin' hand! Like, right? Is ow. See, one part of me really wants to try, at the very least, attempt a background for this. White Wolf, everything is in the description of the stream. Read to friggin' learn to friggin' read. Thanks, Chris. Yeah, I appreciate it. I think I will tweet it after all, like, because the world might not be ready, but it really needs to see this, like. This is one of those cases where the world obviously isn't ready. Like, there's no being ready for it. Like, the universe, the humanity will never be mature and yeah. However, we need to deliver this upon the world if we want a better future for everyone involved. I feel like that's the situation we're facing here. The world will have to be ready. Yep, soften to that degree. I need this to be my desktop. Sausage! Really? Really now? Are you like... No, just... Yeah, those are supposed to be like buff tiles on the wall. I'm not good at them, like, truth be told. So... So we need to kind of lower the contrast. You can still kind of see them, but they're kind of subtle. For reasons, yeah. Yeah. Make the floor look wet. Yeah, sure. Just one moment. I need to tone down the contrast on this too. I said the contrast, not just make it darker, you stupid program. I don't know, I'm pretty sure that I didn't accomplish the wetness effect. But something was accomplished there, so... You put a light flare on the buff tiles behind it. Yeah, you're right. That's probably what I should do. Meh, I don't know, it's not light enough, and I... See? I'm doing it wrong, like, to a certain degree I'm doing it wrong. Meh. How about some steam? Yeah, that's a great idea. Actually, yeah, some steam clouds would be great. Particularly on the buttocks area. Moment, that sounds like a good idea, but the idea is that the candle is like the least lighty thing at the moment. Plus that would draw in more attention to the candle. I don't... Basically, there's compositional reasons for why the candle has no light. Because God knows I love to play with like different shading, light thingamajigs and whatnot. Yep. This looks okay, I think. Yeah, you make sense as in like, it's a candle, it should emit light to a certain degree, but... I mean, that doesn't even look like too much like light to us, really. I mean, maybe this does, but yeah, thanks, Mythical Sausage. I appreciate your excitement. I mean, it does kind of make it more interesting. I'll give you that, but it makes only like one part of him interesting, because the part that has that sudden different lighting and shading. Which, again, admittedly, in reality, of course it would, because... Let's add some steam for the foreground in all the wrong places, really. Yeah, it doesn't look right, not really. Moment, you might be hyping it up too much. But yeah, I am happy with what we have here. This definitely deserves to exist. Just saying. Like, absolutely. I'll save it as a PNG, as a JPEG even, and I'll tweet it because I have no better judgment. Like, there's no such thing as better judgment in my brain. Okay. Yeah, I'm tweeting it. I'm tweeting it. I'll regret it, but screw it. I mean, why would I?
Stay close, think quick, think purely behind your soul. You're in control. Open your mind, your eyes, your eyes.
Okay,
Deep inside,
I'll even tag him.
let's go through all the
I'll tag him because that's how little, that's how little of, yeah, that's how little of self-preservation instinct I have.
those days when we used to play. I remember back when we used to ride this sleigh.
Okay, I'm tweeting it with the subtitle "Ending the stream with this fan art of the best moment in the history of mankind." Thank you all for hanging out. Behave safe. Done! Done! It is done! Also, this is making me wish you had time to draw a thumbnail for every episode, because this would have been perfect for... Yeah, Chris. But, again, drawn thumbnails don't really do well on YouTube, is what I found. Photoshopped is the way to go. Like, Photoshop thumbnails do way better. I need a shower after the stream. You need a shower during the stream. I need a shower during the stream. But yeah, thanks so much for hanging out. See you next time, whenever it is. I usually aim for Wednesday, but who knows. Bye, and thanks for all the fish.